What is up, y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today we are doing some bass fishing. It is fall time. It is the end of November. Probably my last time to go fishing before I go back to Louisiana for Thanksgiving with the family and stuff. And I'm out at a pond today that when I first moved to Fort Worth, this pond was really good to me. And then it just kind of got tough to fish. I didn't really know why or whatever, but I was like, man, I got here this time last year. Maybe the fishing's good in here right now. I haven't tried this, but I've been getting skunked everywhere. I'm thinking that it's probably gonna be like a jerkbait, drop shot, wacky rig, maybe a lipless crankbait type of day. So I'm gonna start off with the drop shot tied on. I've already got a lipless crank on my bait caster. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start slinging those around, and hopefully we can catch something, y'all. We gotta figure these bass out. There's a really great opportunity to catch nice fish right now. It's just something's going on with the ponds in the area, and I'm struggling. So hopefully today we break the curse and catch a nice fish. Let's go ahead, get on the chest mount, and get going. All right, so we got the Berkley Powerbait Max Scent Flatworms, 3.6 inches white pearl. Hopefully the scent on these will give me a little advantage today. Okay, already got my drop shot rigged up. I like to just nose hook these bad boys, kind of like that. Just gives good little dancing action. And haven't fished here in a while, but I'm just gonna throw it around and see if anything's in here. Water runs in right here, but I've never really catch much here except for some dinkers. But this pond is a really grassy bottom, so jigs are kind of out of the equation. Even Texas rigs are really hard to fish here, I found. So you got to fish something that gets your hook up off the bottom at least. And with this drop shot, we're going to accomplish that. Definitely want to see if they're on a moving bite today before we just commit to a drop shot and assume that they're not chasing anything. Although we've got really still water out here. Still might want it lipless. Just worried about being able to retrieve it over the grass. It's a fairly shallow pond. It's very grassy on the bottom. What was that? I think a fish busted down there. See if the ducks freak out. Yeah, I'm really just going past y'all. Fish the point. Y'all could all just be calm. You don't have to cause a ruckus. Don't have to spook the fish. Yeah, no chance. Oh man. Okay. Start with the crank, just in case. I think I'll have a fish or grass. I think it's grass. Or it's this classic urban fishing. You know, I gotta tell you, my gut feeling tells me to put on the jerk bait, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. All right, let's see if we can get away with throwing this. It's probably gonna dig into the grass and I won't even be able to use it. But you never know until you try. Alright, well, we're getting to the spot of the pond I really like. So hopefully we can catch something. I've seen fish kind of busting around the bank, but unfortunately it's on that bank. I normally don't even venture over there when I fish this pond, but I might have to today since there's activity over there and I haven't seen it anywhere else. But we haven't fished much. We've got a lot to cover. Let's keep going. There's fish. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Finally a little bit of success, y'all. Not a bad one for out here. There are good fish in this pond, but I catch a lot of dinks here, but it's not a bad fish at all. Look at that. He wanted that jerk bait. Got some of it down his little mouth. Oh, that's awesome. So this is the part of the pond where I start getting pretty confident that I can catch something. Man, if I could just catch a few of these guys, that's a success for today. Buddy ate it too good. Can't get the hooks out. There we go. Junior Scout. Little guy, but first fish of the day. He is cold. God, that's awesome. Feels good. Feels good, y'all. It's been a while. All right, let's let him go. Really clear water right here. It's probably gonna splash me and make me regret this. Nope, there he goes. All right, I was casting just out there, just working the jerk bait. That's awesome, I'm pumped. I think there's more to come. Okay, I actually threw it right here. It was close to the bank. Closer than that. And not when he hit it, but my initial throw. Kind of just threw it straight across. I like this area because the pond starts to narrow before it gets to this corner. And I really like this corner. Something about it just seems a little fishier than the rest of the pond. There's not really a ton of structure here or anything, but there's pretty good depth, good water clarity. A few points are formed here. There just seems like a good fishy area, especially when they're hunting, looking for some bait fish to feed on. Let's go. I think that's my first fish on the new Googan Squad reaction rod. Maybe not, but I don't know if I've even talked to y'all about this. I fished with it several times. I just haven't caught anything to make a video, but I got this basically because I'm gonna be doing a lot of cranking and a lot of jerkbait fishing throughout the winter. It's not really a jerkbait rod, but it does have a soft tip, and I find with the softer tip and the softer action, my jerkbait has better action in the water because I'm not just ripping it through with a bunch of force. It, you know, it bends a little and makes it work a little better, in my opinion. So got a new rod, helps you throw the lighter lures a lot farther too. I'm rocking the Daiwa Tatula 150 on it with 15-pound fluorocarbon. Should drop that down to probably 12 or 10, but you can get away with 15 right now. As winter goes on and fishing gets tougher, I like to use lighter line. I mean, look how good that looks in the water. That sunlight coming through, that flash it gives off. Whew. First time I fished this pond, I was throwing Googan Squad jerkbaits. I think they were the full size, not the Scouts. But I throw the Scouts now because I don't catch as much grass on them. But I've caught 4-pounders out of here, caught a few 3s, so it holds some decent fish. It is a tougher place to fish because, as you can see, it's right in the middle of everything. People just see it and they come down here and fish, you know. And it gets a lot of pressure, but throwing a jerkbait, throwing something that looks really good during the fall time, you're still going to get bit even though it's a really pressured area. There's a fish. I think we figured him out, y'all. There we go. There we go. Yes. 1 treble in his mouth. Let's go. 2 on the jerkbait. All right. Getting on him, figuring him out. Another little guy. Got that back treble hook in his mouth. Barely got him, but they're bending the rod. They get my blood pumping. It's exciting. Glad I found a good spot, and if you're a member of the Pond Hoppers Guide to DFW, you're gonna get the location to this spot, so you can come out here and catch some of these fish yourself, maybe over Thanksgiving break. There we go, number 2. Thank you, buddy. Let's get another one of those cool little clear water releases. Let's go, I'm pumped. 2 on the jerkbait, almost the exact same spot, real quick. Let's keep going. If the dinks are eating, maybe the bigs are eating too. It's only a matter of time. I just gotta find them. It seems like there's a good amount of fish congregated right here. This is the point I just like to throw right here. Seems like we get a good slope off of the bank right here, and then another slope on that side creates kind of a ditch on the bottom, I suppose. And I don't know really what they like about that. I couldn't tell you, but I think they just like to have open, deeper water for them to roam around in. They feel vulnerable if it's too shallow, you know, especially in a populated area like this where there's people everywhere in cars. I don't think they like to be right up on the bank with all the busyness of the city going on. Gotta let Caroline know I'm catching some. It's good too when you're fishing a jerkbait, and this time of year I like to just stop. Like, look, I'm letting my lure just sit out there. I'll text and stuff like that because it's hard for me to let my lure sit, and that's really important sometimes when the fish are finicky. Grass. Finally got some grass. Relief. There's one. There we go. Yes, sir. Number 3 is happening. We are on them, y'all. Kind of that same area, throwing off the little point I got here. All right, bass number 3 on the day. Let's go, just another little guy. We're bound to run into a 4-pounder in a minute. Well, they're loving it. I was just thinking about maybe throwing the drop shot in there a few times, but why the heck would I do that? I got 3 feet on the jerkbait, 3 fish on the jerkbait, 3 feet. They're just out here, this whole little area right here. And the cool thing about this is that as the fish are biting and you're catching more, I'm getting less impatient with how I'm working it. So I'm actually able to work it slower. I don't get so antsy to just keep working it. So I'm fishing it a little slower, letting it sit more, and I'm getting more bites doing that as well. The heck, there was like a ton of bass right here. But oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't know if I saw that, but one just swiped and ate right there. Oh my gosh. There's like a school of bluegill they've got pushed up right here. Maybe I can get one to eat my jerkbait. That was so crazy. Well, I don't know what to do. Looked like decent sized bass too. Gosh, I guess I'll just keep fishing, and if I see that happen again, I'll throw my jerkbait in front of them, but jeez. Freaking bass just came right up in front of me again. He had a bunch of bluegill right here, pinned up against. There he was. There he was. Where is he? They're just looking for the bluegill. When I walk, I spook the bluegill, and then they get off the bank and just get wrecked. I want to just walk them down the bank, see if I can spook some bluegill and get ready to cast. Oh wait, it's a school of baby bass. But they're getting eaten by their own kind. Okay, so there's a school of little bass on the bank. The big guys are waiting for them to get pushed out, and they're hopping on them. All right, y'all, that is gonna do it for the fishing in this video. Really glad I got out here and got on some fish. Had a lot of fun. Got kind of crazy at the end. Like, bass were like chasing bluegill up on the bank and all this, and honestly I'd probably stay here for a while, but I am about to pack up to get ready to go to Louisiana. Wife's probably waiting on me back at the apartment. But yeah, y'all, look, if you haven't tried the jerkbait in the fall and winter time, once the temps start dropping, what's gonna happen is the bass are gonna slow down themselves, but also a lot of that smaller bait fish, it's gonna start dying off, okay? And so you're gonna have a lot of struggling bait fish that they're gonna be feeding on this time of year, and it's a perfect imitation for it. I didn't get any bites on the drop shot today, but it kind of does a similar thing to the jerkbait, just a different presentation in the water for those fish between those two lures. But yeah, remember, if you want a location to all the places I'm fishing in my videos I post on YouTube, you need to check out my membership option, the Pond Hoppers Guide to DFW. If you join this, you'll get to have a meetup every other month with the other members and myself. And you also get the location to every spot that I post on YouTube. So check that out if you're interested. I hope y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving. I'll probably be posting this video like maybe Thanksgiving Day or the day after Black Friday. But fall fishing, it's full swing, winter's coming. Hope y'all are ready. Get some nice jackets, get some warm clothes. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, let me know what you want to see in future videos. Probably gonna keep fly fishing, getting ready for the trout to be stocked in Keller and Fort Worth. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on any future Texas bass fishing content. With all that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.